This is Julius Caesar in about 60 seconds. In the heart of Rome, a festival is being held for the rising star Julius Caesar. The public love him, but the authorities hate him. Beware the Ides of March, warns a scary old man before the festival. Cassius, a friend of Caesar, tries convincing Brutus, another friend of Caesar, to join him in killing Caesar. He's unsuccessful, but Brutus begins to doubt Caesar. Cassius's recruitment spree continues, with Casca being the first to join Cassius. Cinna joins as well and delivers fake letters to Brutus in an attempt to convince him to join. Brutus' servant Lucius brings Brutus the fake letters, finally convincing Brutus to join the conspirators. Brutus is then visited by all these people who are in the conspiracy. They all decide that they will kill only Caesar, because it's perfectly okay to kill one person, but two crosses the line. Over at Caesar's house, Caesar's wife had a bad dream, causing her to fear for Caesar. He decides that he will listen to his wife and will not go to the capital, but quickly changes his mind when Decius arrives and convinces him to go. At the same time as the two other groups are dealing with their conflicts, a man by the name of Artemidorus writes a letter to Caesar warning him of the coming threat. Caesar makes it to the capital and is approached by Metellus, who asks Caesar to free his brother from banishment. Brutus then appears behind Metellus, pleading for the same thing. Cassius, Decius, Ligaris, and Casca follow suit, resulting in Caesar being surrounded. "Speak hands for me," says Casca before he stabs Caesar. The group all take turns stabbing Caesar like it's a game at a birthday party, with the final blow coming from Brutus. They all bathe themselves in the blood of Caesar just as Mark Antony, Caesar's friend, arrives. He asks why they killed Caesar, to which they respond that he was a threat to the public. Once everyone leaves, Antony states that he will avenge Caesar. At Caesar's funeral, Brutus explains to the people how they were actually doing them a favor killing Caesar, causing the public to side with Brutus. When Mark Antony presents his speech, however, he sways the people to his side of wanting to get back at the conspirators. No one was very smart, so they all form an angry mob and begin to hunt down the conspirators. The mob kills an innocent man who happens to be named Cinna on accident, showing just how angry they really are. Some time has passed, and Antony, along with his buddies Octavius and Lepidus, form a list of who was all in the conspiracy. On the other side of the coming war, Brutus and Cassius are forming legions of their own in preparation for the battle. The two get in a disagreement over finances, which they take into Brutus' tent. Two generals from the army enter the tent with news of Antony's approaching army. Brutus and Cassius argue again over whether they should march towards Antony or wait for him, with the final verdict being to catch the enemy by surprise and march forwards. That night, Brutus is visited by Caesar's ghost, who warns Brutus about the war that's coming. The two armies meet each other, with Brutus, Cassius, Antony, and Octavius heading their armies. They pretty much just trash talk each other for a while, then walk away. The battle begins, but Brutus orders that Cassius's army advance faster in order to catch Octavius's army off guard. Brutus's call is horrible and ends up with Cassius and his army surrounded. When one of Cassius's generals returns with information about how the rest of the battle is going, he misinforms Cassius, stating that Titinius, another general, has been killed. This leads Cassius to believe that they are losing the war, and he commits self-die. Titinius, who actually won his battle against Octavius, arrives at the corpse of Cassius and, stricken with grief, joins him on the floor. Brutus is the next to arrive at the now pile of corpses, but continues to fight for their sake. Lucilius, a general in Brutus' army, pretends to be Brutus and is captured. At this point the battle is totally hopeless for Brutus, and Brutus is ready to be one with the floor gang. With the help of Strato, another general, Brutus stabs himself. Antony and Octavius discover the body of Brutus, and Antony compliments Brutus on his character. Credits roll. The end. That was kind of fun to do, actually.